and then you will see. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the potential of IOC, if you just follow the 2 by 2, you are just buying one package and bringing in 2% and you just multiply. No monthly maintenance, no matching, no balancing, no qualification, nothing. Just buy one package and talk about it. You're going to earn this big income. This is in dollars, okay? Bring in 3 people, 3 by 3. You're going to enter into millions of income. 4 by 4. Amazing. Just alone with IOC. I haven't spoken anything about the marketing plan. I haven't even spoken anything about the 12th generation and below. This is the income that you can see only until the 11th generation, the potential of this business. This is an amazing plan. And this is going to attract a lot of people in the industry to join you. At the end of the day, you will make a good bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, the third, another very important ingredient in order to become successful in DXN is love. Do you believe in that? Of course. Ask Adelia. Ladies and gentlemen, in DXN Latin America, DXN is not considered a business. We don't treat it as a business. In Latin America, DXN is a family. Why a family? Because in a family, we want everybody to grow. You have a family. In your family, you want everybody to be happy. In your family, you want everybody to realize their dreams. In your family, you want everybody to see the world the way you have seen the world. In your family, you want everybody to be successful the way you are successful. In fact, you want them to be more successful than you. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Of course. A family after all, right? Ladies and gentlemen, it is very important that as leaders, we have to make those people under us successful and treat them as a family. And today, Latin America is so successful because those people who are becoming successful at the top, Edilia Garcia, we have Senor Rafael Diaz, we have Mr. Pedro Pasa, all these people have reached the level of Crown Ambassador, but the actual work has started now. They are now more excited than before. You know why? Because now the role is to make others Crown Ambassadors. They have committed that the next international anniversary, that is the 30th anniversary of DXN, that is going to happen in Malaysia, they are planning to bring 100 Crown Ambassadors from Latin America alone. And they want everybody. So they have Mexico is working on it, Peru is working on it, Bolivia is working on it, Colombia is working on it, United States is working on it. And they want everybody to be Crown Ambassadors. And they want everybody to see what they have seen. They want everybody to experience what they have experienced. They want everybody to earn what they are earning right now. Family, love plays a very significant role, and that's a very important ingredient to your success in DXN. The next important ingredient again is vision. Vision is a very, very important ingredient. If you lack vision, I'm sorry, you can't be successful. If you lack vision, you believe in this company, you believe in this product, but where do you see yourself in the next 5 years' time? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years' time? Where do you see your children in the next several years? Where do you see your grandchildren next several years? Do you believe in DXN? Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be successful, you have to start believing that this business is not just for you. It's for your children. It's for your grandchildren. is for the next generations and next generations and generations after generations. Let me ask you a simple question. Today, Dr. Lim has set up so many factories throughout the world, manufacturing facilities, so many. Talk about China, you talk about India, you talk about this thing. He's also had a plans, he's planning to also set up in Europe. I heard about that. It's coming up now. If you have in Mexico, it's now a huge setup. Again, it's coming up in India. So many places around the world. Why? Why do you think Dr. Lim is setting up so many factories around the world? Do you know the reason why? 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 For what?
Bajar los costes de distribución.
For what?
Bajar costes de distribución. Bajar costes de distribución.
Bajar costos de distribución. One of the very important reasons why Dr. Lim is setting up factories. Let me ask this question to a Latin American. Edilia, ¿por qué? Tú me estás siguiendo, por favor. Tú me estás siguiendo. Está bien, sí. Sí, Edilia.
Es para asegurar el futuro de nuestras generaciones. Lo más importante.
The reason, gracias, muchas gracias, David, muchas gracias. The reason Dr. Lim is setting up the factories around the world, you know what is the reason? To secure your future. To secure the future of your family. To secure the future of your children. To secure the future of your next generations. Generations after generations. You know, Dr. Lim, you must have heard him speak. Dr. Lim says, in this industry of direct selling, there are so many companies, they are programmed to be a 3-year-old company. There are so many companies that are programmed to be 3-year company. That means in this 3 years' time, the company will rise and fall. And after that, the company will disappear totally. There are so many companies. But DXN is not a 3-year-old company. DXN is programmed to last for more than 3 generations. Do you agree with me?
Sí.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah.
So DXN is not for you.
Yeah.
DXN is for your children, for their children, and generations to come after that. Ladies and gentlemen, vision is very, very important. Where do you see yourself in the next years is very important. Those are the 4 ingredients. Number 1 is passion. Number 2, attitude. Number 3, love. Number 4,
Visión.
vision. And what is the 5th most important ingredient? The fifth most important ingredient is independence. If you want to be a successful leader, ladies and gentlemen, you got to be an independent leader. What does it mean, independent, ladies and gentlemen? What does it mean by independent leader? That means you are a mini DXN. You do not have to depend on the company for activities, for any support. You are a mini DXN. You have to carry forward the business independently if you want to be successful. In Latin America, ladies and gentlemen, let me share with you from the marketing side, these are the corporate support we give to the market. We have annual convention that we call it as anniversary. Every country organizes anniversary. We have a large audience, big audience. Then we organize regional assemblies. That means we organize a recognition ceremony. We bring it to the regions, provinces, in order to recognize those star agents and rubies. We do it in every country annually. Then we organize also international leaders roadshow. Once in a year, perhaps, we invite an international leader. He might be an invitee for the anniversary. So along with that, we try to bring him for the next few days to various regions to conduct road shows. Mostly it's motivational, testimonial talk and things like that. This is organized by the company.
Como un entrenamiento de líderes.
We also give training, basic modules training from every branch we impart to the market. We train the leaders, we train those star agents, the star rubies, star diamonds on the basic modules, like the marketing plan, like the gynotherapy, like the BOM, like the distributor training, product knowledge and things like that. So we give them trainings, yes. And also, we give directional training from the management. So I also travel to regions after regions, locations, and I try to impart the directions from the management, from the company, from the region, international. So I give them updates, and I give them a good direction also, what need to be done. And also, we organize corporate webinars. Corporate webinars is organized by the company. That means we try to coordinate with every branch, and we have speakers joining from various regions. We have around 30 to 40 webinars every month. Every day there is a webinar, and it's organized by the company. And these webinars are very much helpful to connect people from various parts. So what they do is they try to relay those webinars in the centers, in various locations, and we impart a lot of information, knowledge, and training through webinars. Very, very effective medium, very efficient medium, doesn't cost much, but very, very helpful to the market to get trained. So this is what we do. The point I would like to stress here is that as a leader, if you want to see your income grow, if you want to be successful, if you want to be super growing leader in this company, you cannot be just dependent on the support from the company. This is a basic support, that's it. And we are not going to give anything basic beyond this. Anything beyond this. If you want to be a super growing leader in this company with your bonus growing tremendously month after month, you have to go beyond the support from the company. You have to start organizing your own activities every day. You have to start having home meetings. You have to have physical meetings in various venues. If you out there we have service centers. Every service center has to have meetings every day in order to sustain the business, in order to make sure that they grow and the leaders also grow. Those leaders also invite international speakers from other countries entirely on their expense. They talk to the leaders, they plan their schedules, they book their flights, and they invite them to the area to do activities. They do also organize big conventions. We call it as independent conventions. Ladies and gentlemen, last year, 2017, April, I was invited to a place city in Peru. It's called Arequipa, to participate as a speaker for a convention that the crowd there was like 3,000 people. Amazing. This year, in the month of April, I was invited again to attend another convention, this time in Lima, for 2,500 people. I am also invited to participate for another convention in Peru, this time in Cusco, and that's going to happen next month, August, for 3,500 people. And I was told that they're going to organize another convention this year that's going to happen by the end of the year. It's around in the month of October, November, in Arequipa again, for a crowd of 4,000 people. In between, I'm also invited to go to Bolivia to attend a convention this month. By the end of this month, on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 3 days, I have to speak for all the 3 days, for a convention of 4,000 people happening in Cochabamba, Bolivia. And all these conventions are like large numbers. Apart from these conventions, of course, we do have the anniversary also. So imagine, all these conventions organized entirely by the leaders. Totally by the leaders. They decide the venue, they print those tickets, they send invitation letters, they decide who should be the speaker, they talk to the speaker, communicate with them, they book their schedules, they book the flights, they book their hotels, they arrange everything, they arrange the plans, programs and everything, and they make it totally successful. The only support that we are giving to them is publicizing in the social media. We publicize it, of course, at least that much we have to do, So we try to get this information, we publicize in the social media, we promote it, of course. The rest, everything is organized by the leaders. And they do understand that the support that they are getting from the company, that alone is not going to make the business grow tremendously. Your business has to grow tremendously in order to see a big bonus in here. So in order to have that, you have to go beyond the support from the company. And then you are a free person. Everybody needs to be unified in this case. No matter which line of network you are from. You might be a different network, but when it comes to a convention, everybody has to stand united. We have great leaders in Mexico, but for every convention, all these leaders come together, flock in together, and keep those differences outside the venue and make those events successful. That's very important. So do you agree with me?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, independence is a very, very, very important part in this business. So you have to be independent leader. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present to you the Latin American leaders and the people, the top guys who have been responsible for the development and growth of DXN Latin America, including the United States. Starting with, we have over here, Mr. Manuel Madeira from the United States. You know Mr. Rafael Diaz? Mr. Rafael Diaz, the upline of the Spanish group actually. He's a crown ambassador from New York. He has so many lines in here. Another crown ambassador from Peru, Mr. Pedro Pasa. Pedro Pasa is from Juliaca of Peru, and he's another successful leader we have. We have two Mexican leaders over here, our executive double crown diamond, Mr. Bernardo Podomo, one of our lines. Another line of Edilia, Senora Connie Navea, she's also an executive double crown diamond. We have a senior crown diamond we have from Peru. His name is Niel Arroyo, very successful leader. Very super successful leader we have. Then we have a crown diamond couple from New York, Mr. and Mrs. Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez. Rafael Sanchez. Victor Sanchez, I'm sorry. Then right in the middle is another very important person. That's me. Then we have a double crown diamond from Bolivia, Mr. Jaime Colque, very successful leader. Then this beautiful lady we have is another tremendous person. Very successful, very hardworking. Our first Latin woman crown ambassador, Senora Emilia Garcia. And this gentleman, I do not know who is he. Our chief marketing officer, my mentor, Mr. Theo Hanching. Then we have the first crown ambassador of the world, Mr. Budiman Salim, who happened to visit. This couple is Mr. Guillermo Suer and Sonia. They are the top leaders from Ecuador. And these two gentlemen over here, his name is Ciprian Mendoza. He is our top leader from Bolivia. And Alvaro Mejia is our crown diamond. Senior crown diamond, the double crown diamond from Bolivia is Alvaro Mejia. All these are successful people. And I personally invited these people to participate for the anniversary of DXN USA. It happened in the year 2016. It was on first of March 2016. So this picture was taken right before the actual program. Among the people that I invited in here, there was one person who couldn't make it. Although I sent the person an invitation to come to the United States. This happened in Las Vegas, United States. That person didn't show up, did not come. Do you know who the person is? Her name is Epifania Condori. She is from Peru. And I asked her to come. I sent an invitation letter, but she couldn't come. Do you know the reason why? The reason is the embassy of United States
Un accidente.
rejected her visa. Why? She went to the United States Embassy in Lima. She's in Peru, in Lima, and she presented all the documents that she has. She presented the bonus statements that she receives from DXN. She presented her tax returns. She presented her bank balance. Everything she presented to the embassy. But they rejected her visa. She came out crying from the consulate and called up the office and told us, the embassy rejected my visa because they cannot believe my income. This lady, she, although from Peru, but she's from a remotest part of this country. She lives in a place called Puno. Puno is a very humble place. It's in the border of Peru, Chile, and Bolivia. Very humble place. And she lives there and she does DXN over there. The person who interviewed this lady in the embassy, United States American Embassy, could not believe that a person living in that humble city called Puno is earning $25,000 every month. $25,000 in the United States is considered as a very big income. The top officials, the top guys in the United States are not earning even close to 15,000. This lady from Peru, living in a very humble place with a very humble background, she looks so simple and humble, is earning $25,000 on an average every month. The person could not imagine, he couldn't believe, he simply rejected her visa and sent her back. The point I would like to make here to all of you is that if she, Epifania, from Puno, living in a very humble place, working in a very humble way, can earn $25,000 every month, if she can do it, everybody sitting here can also do it. If she can do it, everybody can do it, ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to earn $25,000 every month? Would you like to earn $25,000 every month?
Yes.
If she can do it, you can do it better. If all these leaders of Latin America, if all these leaders of Latin America can make Latin America successful, can make Latin America really successful, you from the European region, the masters, the Europeans are considered as the masters of the world, masters of the universe, can do it much better, can do it even better. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no doubt our products, our company, our plan, our system are excellent. But in this business of DXN, all these are not important. Your products are not important, your company is not important, your plan is not important, your system is not important. So what is important in DXN? What is important in DXN is you. Is you. You who is more important in DXN. It's you who is more important. It's you who is more important. It's you who is more important. What is more important for us in DXN, ladies and gentlemen? What is more important for us is to help you realize your dreams. What is important for us is to see you achieve freedom. What is more important for us in DXN is to see you becoming a crown ambassador. So who among you is the next crown ambassador? Who among you is the next crown ambassador? Who is the next crown ambassador sitting here? Who? Is it you? Is it you? Or is it you? Or all of you? Ladies and gentlemen, before I close, before I end my presentation, I would like to share with you the frog story. How many of you know the frog story? I think many of you know the frog story. Would you like me to share the frog story to you again? Okay. It's a very important story, and every time that you hear the frog story, I'm sure it gives a strong punch every time that you hear it. This tiny little frog was born inside a deep, dark well. This frog was born inside the well. It's a deep, dark well. When the frog was born, it opened its eyes, it looked around. And everywhere around was total darkness. Total darkness, everything is dark. It's a dungeon, it's like, it's the bottom of the well. It looked up and he could see a thin ray coming inside the well, and that's coming from the horizon. That's a light from the horizon. It looked up, and immediately this frog, it started to jump. It started to jump. It didn't like the darkness inside, so it saw this light and it started to jump towards this light. So when this tiny little frog started to jump, all the other frogs inside the well, those friends, those families, those relations and everybody, they all came together, surrounded him and told him something. They told him, stop jumping. Look, you're born today. We are living here for pretty a long time. Do not jump, because you will never reach to the top. Look, and slowly other frogs also followed him. They all started crying and crying. They all say, help me, I also want to go out, help me, help me. And every frog inside the well together started to cry loudly. But this frog outside the well, when all these things were happening inside, it not even for once, it turned back to see who is crying for help. Not even once. Do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why? This frog never looked back to see who is crying for help. Do you know the reason why? Because this frog was a deaf frog. It was born deaf. From the time it was born, it couldn't hear anything. So every time all the other frogs, they came around and they started to tell him, mock him, and shout at him, don't jump, it thought all these frogs are actually motivating him, are actually encouraging him to jump higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. And because of those people, he was able to jump higher and higher and eventually came out of the well. Ladies and gentlemen, in this business of direct selling, in this business of network marketing, in this business of DXN, you are going to come across so many situations, so many circumstances, so many possibilities that is going to tell you, stop doing this business. This is not meant for you. You cannot make it. You cannot be a crown ambassador. How much are you talking about? $25,000? You must be kidding me. You cannot do it. You are joking. Nobody has did it. You cannot do it. And they'll keep on demotivating you. So many circumstances, so many situations, so many people. They're going to steal your dream again and again. You'll be so excited, but suddenly you will see yourself fall for no reason. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice is yours. If you want to quit, you can quit anytime. But then you go back to the same routine, But if you decide to stay and keep moving, keep doing it, you will fall. But then you have to get up again and keep going ahead, keep doing it, keep moving, until you realize success, until you become successful, until you become a crown ambassador. Ladies and gentlemen, business of DXN is a choice. Either we can quit or we can pretend to be a deaf frog and convert every possibilities, convert every problems into challenges and treat every challenge into an opportunity to keep moving ahead and realize our dreams, realize our goals and become a crown ambassador. So how many of you are here to become a crown ambassador in DXN? Give yourself a very, very, very big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It has been a pleasure talking to all of you, and I hope, I sincerely wish, I want Europe to be the role model and to be the top DXN branches, DXN region in the entire world. If Latin America can do it, Europeans can do it much, much, much better. Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? Do you agree with me? God bless all of you. Thank you very much. See you at the top.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Prajit. We will rock you. Mr. Prajit, yesterday we saw that you are a great dancer. But today we realize that you are not only a great dancer, but a magnificent stage performer. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for sharing this Latin American recipe of success. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now an important part. I will kindly ask Mr. HCTO to the stage to hand over a small present to all the speakers during the camp. Mr. Theo, thank you. I will ask, yeah, what was your help? So, Alena, please. Alena.